Night weaning a almost 2-year-old who co-sleeps with you and has every day since birth was not easy, but I did do it, so I'm gonna tell you how. I did this in a pretty gentle way. She still co-sleeps with me, and there was not like a ton of crying, and she never was crying alone. Okay, so what first started this was I went on a one-night trip to go see my sister for her baby shower. And then when I got back, the next night, she slept in the guest bedroom with my husband for like 8-ish hours, I think, until 4 a.m. And so I was like, oh my gosh, it's been 2 nights in a row. Let's keep going. So we tried to keep going. However, she kept waking up in the middle of the night crying for me, and she couldn't really make it past like 1 or 2 a.m. She did eventually get till 4 a.m. And she was crying with my husband, but my husband would soothe her. And then around 4 a.m. was our time that I was like, you can bring her in to me. That went on for about a month. And I was like, she is still not getting this, that we're not gonna have milk at night anymore. So I ended up saying to my husband, why don't I take her overnight and I am just going to rip the Band-Aid off and tell her no milk while we're sleeping, and that we'll have milk when the sun comes up. So I basically abandoned the idea that she was going to sleep in the other room and brought her back to bed with me. And then when she would wake up at night, I would just say, no milk, we'll have milk when the sun comes up. She was almost 2, so I was talking to her during the day about the sun, like being like, where's the sun out in the sky? And then in the morning when she made it, when the sun would rise. So at this time, I think it was like 6:30, that I was like, okay, we can have milk now. So even if she woke up at 5 and I couldn't get her back to sleep, I would get her out of bed. We would go read books. We would do other things. I would give her a snack, but I would not give her milk until the sun was up. I would say it took about 2 weeks of her having earlier wake ups. And then she started getting that we don't have milk until the sun comes up. And if she woke up earlier, she'd be up very briefly. And I could just say, nope, we'll have milk when the sun comes up. And I also started taking her outside for the morning feeds and like sitting in the morning sun to associate like we're not nursing in the bed. I've kind of gotten lazy about that recently since we were sick, and I'm going to start back up again soon. I'm actually hoping that I'm just going to be completely done breastfeeding here any day now.